Good morning. Yabbersmack here, Yabbersmack Holdings. Monday morning, first day of a new trading week. Getting the dust knocked off from from a 3-day work week in the warehouse. Keeping my head straight. Woke up a little, didn't sleep so well last night. Didn't sleep bad, but didn't wake up too well. Got about half a cup of coffee down. Not feeling it real good this morning, but I got things dialed in. I cleaned up my clean screen a little bit more. My clean screen's a little cleaner. We've knocked out a couple of practice trades already. Made $278 trading some MNQ 5 lots here. I don't know, 10 minutes. $300 in 10 minutes. That's a whole goddamn day's pay. Now, it was just practice account. Doing that in the markets, outside of a practice account, different ball game. But we do it all the time. So I'm coming back from it's like going to work after a vacation. You sometimes things don't work out so well, and you're just not in the rhythm of it yet. So the markets are very much like that. So what I'm gonna do is I came in, I got on my work week. I was thinking about how I wanted to do my screens. Come up with a little something I wanted to do. I cleaned it up, came back, put it in play. It's here. I got some things marked out on my screens that I'm going to be looking at this morning, and I'm going to ease in. I'm going to trade practice through opening call with Topstep. Trading with Topstep. Now, when I say I'm trading with Topstep, I want to be very clear. I am not an employee of Topstep. I am not on their payroll. I subscribe to their services. They provide a service. I did research. I went with Topstep. I pay for the combines. I go into the combines and I trade on their platform, and I earn funding through their services. And that's part of what I'm doing here. I started fresh with basically brand new combine accounts, and I have a VIP account. I explain that more. That's a special Topstep account that I have. And I started filming these from the start of brand new accounts, and I want to film it through funding and explain how it goes and how you get to the money. Now, it looks easy when you're looking at it on a screen, but I can assure you it's not easy. I have thousands and thousands of screen time hours learning how to do this. Sure, there are books you can read. There are videos to watch. There are classes you can take. But at the end of the day, screen time is king. You cannot replace screen time. You have simply got to be in front of the screen, learning what works for you, figuring it out for yourself, and finding your edge in the market. And with that, zoom. This is the business screen. We're going to go into some P&L recaps right off the bat. My clean screen right here. This is my clean screen. I had 3 time frames stacked here last time you saw this. I now only have 2 time frames. I rotated it out. I had the 100 tick, the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and the 5 minute. 5 minutes a little bit too much for me for what I do, I'm thinking, so I rotated it. I got rid of the 5 minute. I have the 100 tick, I have the 1 minute, and I have the 3 minute right here. And that's my clean screen. I got the 3 minute swings mapped out. And then I have a gap zone right here that I've identified and mapped out for today's trading. All right, and here's my, let's look at it. All right. We got 5 $50,000 combines. Once again, I am earning the funding. I started from $50,000 and I'm easing my way up into some cushion into those accounts. When I get to $3,000 in these accounts, I have access to the money. And now I have to continue the results that I have been doing for 5 days. And once I reach that, I am eligible for funding, but I would not take that. And I'll get more into the detail of this. I'm going to do a video on this just to explain how prop firms work and why someone wanted to use a prop firm. When I get to that $3,000, all 5 of these accounts will be eligible for funding. I will have access to the money, and then I will continue to trade and stack money in those accounts, and then I can pull from that money that I make. and you just get better and better and better and better and better at doing that. You can keep accounts alive longer and longer and longer and longer, and you're just drawing money off of it. But what I'll do is when I hit that 3,000 and all of these become XFA accounts, cross-funded accounts, I'll build cushion in those accounts. I'll build at least $3,000 to $6,000 worth of cushion in that account before I start pulling money. And then on a regular basis, I'll pull $2,500 out of each account every week for $12,500 a week. Or I'll pull $1,000 out of each account a week for $5,000 a week. And that'll be my cash flow in my bank account. All right, and I'm going to do that all on video so you can see that it can be done. You just have to learn how to do it. And this ain't for everybody. And copy trade, most people come in here and they trade one account because it's already hard enough. You know, copy trading's not for everybody. And there's things you need to understand and learn about copy trading, because the ultimate goal is to have all these accounts rolled into an absolute big time live account. I'll explain all that more. And then this is a $100,000 VIP Combine, which the difference between that is you have limits on how much leverage you can use in your 50K, and then you got the next level, which is 100K, which is basically double. Here I need $3,000 per account to get to the funding, and the $100,000 account I need $6,000 to get to the funding. But it all pretty much works the same. I have a little bit more elbow room with daily loss limits and so forth here, and this is just a practice account. And I come into the practice account. You will spend your life in a practice account when you're trading. This is a way of life. You're constantly keeping the elbows greased, the dust knocked off. You're trying new things. Whenever you change something in your screens, you try it in your practice account first. But be assured, practice accounts, trading and being successful in your practice account does not equate being successful in the markets. In fact, you will get to be an expert in your practice account with thousands of hours of screen time. You will be able to make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 in your practice account like it ain't nothing, and then you'll flip the switch into your live account, and you will be like a deer in the headlight, and you will fucking lose everything because you thought you were ready and you weren't. It's a process. All right, so we're almost about $1,000 in each one of these accounts, and just so you know, everything I do in one of these accounts happens in all 5 accounts. So I'm leveraging an already leveraged contract by leveraging contracts, by leveraging accounts. So I'm like compounding my leverage. So you see, practice account, you'll see everything on here at all times, wins, losses, everything you'll see but the account numbers. $50,000 Combine master account, slaved account, slaved account, slaved account, slaved account, VIP account, and I'll have another 7th account up here before long. All right, that's P&L. I've got a real high percentage rate. That's what allows my style of trading to work. If I didn't have this high success rate, I'd get my lunch eaten for me every day, which I have spent years having my lunch eaten for me so that I could relish the moment that I actually got to eat my lunch, my own lunch. And you'll see. I'm a moron, guys. Get that in your system now. I'm not perfect. My videos aren't going to be perfect. My speech isn't going to be perfect. My math is not always going to be perfect. So, count's always up on the screen, on the business screen. This is the ladder. You can see orders on the bid, orders on the ask. These are orders that are people are placing orders to go into the market. They are not filled yet. Price line, and then this is time and sales. These are printed. See, 10 lot just came through on the ask side. All right. Buy, sell. These are things you'll learn over time. That's why I suggest riding with Topstep. This is Topstep, trading with Prop Firm Topstep. This is Topstep X, their proprietary internal. This is what you would get access to if you joined Topstep, if you purchased a Combine and started learning how to do this. Not trying to sell you anything. I don't get anything from it. I use these videos to express myself. I enjoy making these videos to express myself. I don't care if you like the video. I don't care if you share the video. If you get something out of it, great. And I also, you hear in the early days, journal, 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 journal. Anybody, all books you read, all fucking videos you watch, they're going to harp on journaling. And I'm going to tell you, it is important, but it's not the most important thing. I spent years doing chemistry and math and hardcore analysis and just data. I've worked for large companies for long periods of time where I was the guy that took the complicated data and put it into some form of fashion to make sense for the people that couldn't understand the complicated data. I don't want to write fucking sheets and sheets of journaling paper, so I use video. That's another thing I do. I video my trading day. So one, I can go back and I can review it and see where I need to adjust, anything that I need to change. And plus, I can post it on my YouTube channel and maybe somebody else gets something out of it and I get to express myself. Sometimes a little bit of a political view, sometimes a little bit of a fuck you view, sometimes a little bit of a hey, this is what I'm doing in the markets view, sometimes hey, what's the purpose of having fuck you money if you don't say fuck you? So hey, fuck you. Topstep will be in about 10 minutes. We'll switch over from the music and we'll listen to opening call. One of the very important reasons that I do that is it helps me get in tune with the markets for the day. I'm coming back from 3 days off of trading. What's going on? Markets are crazy. Tariffs and all let me tell you, it's beautiful. I absolutely love what's going on in this country right now. Next to July 4th, 1776, what's happening in this country right now is the most important thing in American history. I'm more afraid we're not going to go far enough. We're not going to do enough. Having said that, this is great time for us day traders. It's the investors that are flipping the fuck out. But smart investors are already buying. This is not financial advice. I am not a professional. I'm just a guy who has thousands of hours of screen time. I saw something, I said, holy fuck, I'm going to learn how to do that. And I've put everything aside, and I have learned to do it. I was homeless, living in fucking state parks, taking fucking baths and fucking water spigots in the fucking middle of the winter. But you know what I did? I had a mobile fucking station, I had solar panels, I had a battery pack, and I had a laptop, and I had mobile internet. And you know what I was doing? I was learning how to fucking trade while keeping full-time job, walking uphill in the snow barefooted with fucking glass cuts on my toes. Just fucking with y'all, but it's true. I can assure you, you got to have what it takes to be able to get to the profitable side of the market and stay there. You'll get lucky from time to time. You can walk up randomly and push the button and make $1,000 and think you're the king of the world because you strategically made $1,000. But I can tell you really quick, the market's laughing at you because it's going to reach up and take 5,000 back. Be the truth, gentlemen. It be the truth. What the hell? Hit some button that goofed my shit up. Topstep's gonna be coming on in 10 minutes. I'm just chilling. In line with risk management and the starting the trading week fresh, we are going to be locked and loaded in the MNQ. We will not be trading minis today unless things seem really good to me. I'm going to see market conditions. I'm going to be slinging five contracts. That's pretty deep, but not as deep as minis. That's about a half a mini, a mini contract and a micro contract. A mini contract. A micro contract is 1/10 the leverage, so 1/10 the risk reward. So if I won if I made $100 in a micro, it would be $1,000 in a mini. If I lost $100 in a micro, it would be $1,000 lost in a mini. And for the purpose of risk management, in between the micros and the minis, it allows you to have more elbow room, more wider stop loss. Yeah, you got smaller pieces of the money, but it allows you to stay alive and not put all the money you made last week or the last month back into the markets. And because I'm not feeling as lined in as I would normally I feel a little bit better coming back in, but today I'm just a little out of whack. I got everything dialed in. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna take the steps of I know how I trade, and I'm gonna come in the micros, because it's about keeping the account alive, keeping the positive equity curve moving in the right direction, so that I can earn funding, and then I can take thousands of dollars out of the markets in my prop firm accounts on video or live stream, and you can see that it can be done. It's not gambling. It's gambling a lot in the early years until you learn how to do it, and it's really, to be honest with you, it's a constant battle of walking the fine line between gambling and being a good trader. You are fighting that until you have built it into your DNA not to be a gambler. Because we all lean towards gambling. It's just human nature. So ultimately, my goal with this round of videos that I've been doing, and fuck the time clock, is I started with fresh accounts, including the VIP account, 5 $50,000 combines. And once again, I'll do a video solely on prop firms, how they work, how they work, and how this Topstep works, and what the requirements are, what it'll cost you, all those types of things, so that you can understand. And that video hopefully will be this week, maybe next week. And I'm going to build these accounts. Now, like I said, everything I do in one of these 50,000, I have them slaved together, so I should get to 3,000 pretty quick. And then those will all be XFA accounts, and then I'll trade for a week or two, and I'll make a draw on it, just so you can see. You can put that money in your bank account. Now, trading prop firm money, imagine you would have to have $350,000, $500,000 sitting in your bank account to trade that successfully in your live bank account. Now, granted, if you learn what you're doing, and I say this gingerly, and I only say it because I've been doing this for years, and I have got thousands of hours of screen time. If you know what you're doing, you can take $1,000, $2,000, put it in a trading account, money market account, and you can that can be your seed, and you can build that into a large amount of money. But you're going to have to know what you're doing, and you're going to have to trade tight. You are going to have no fucking elbow room, and depending on how you do it, you might have one mistake, maybe two, maybe even three if you're trading micros and you're doing it right. But you're not going to have much elbow room, and you're going to blow that account, and that money's going to be gone. So you come into a prop firm, and you're paying a small fee to get access to combines to show them that you know what you're doing. And once you've proven to them that you know what you're doing and you can make money and you're not a gambler, they'll fund you. Then you'll have access to that money and you can make a living off of that money. You can quit your job off of that money. And it's also a safe place to learn. When you're out there swinging and learning before you find a prop firm, you're all over the board, and there's a certain amount of, you might have a vision and you might see where you're going and know where you want to go, and that's developing over time. But when you step up to a prop firm and you start trading with a prop firm and participating with the prop firm, there's a certain level of realism, a certain amount of professional trading aspect that's there. You're stepping up with the professionals. You're stepping up with the real traders, the guys fucking. Now, not all prop firms are the same. Not all prop firms are equal. And that's why I trade with Topstep. Now, I ain't trying to sell it. I buy it. I'm all in with these guys. I love them. I don't have to explain nothing to these guys. They know. And I enjoy spending my mornings with them. When I say with them, online, in chat room, trading live. There's upwards of 6,000 people at any one time trading with these guys in the mornings. That's 6,000 pairs of eyes on the market. And if, say, 10% of them are good professional traders, then that's 600 sets of eyes calling out shit on the market. Because I'll be honest, a lot of those people out there are learning. They don't know what they're doing. It's all over the board. It's a full spectrum. Say it. I'm in here with the chat room. Topstep's about to come on in a couple minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and ditch the music. Now I record my entire trading day with you guys, so you can see what my whole day's like. Now sometimes I have multiple sessions. Here lately I've been keeping my 2 sessions. I go from my VIP account, make whatever I'm gonna make in that account, and then I go over to my copy traded accounts. I make whatever I'm gonna make in those accounts, and I take a break, and sometimes I come back for another session. We are about ready for that Topstep music to start kicking. This isn't for everybody, but if it's for you, holy fuck. It's not a get rich quick scheme, it's a way of life, but you can make a lot of money and make a lot of money fast once you've paid the tuition in and you've learned what you're doing. Don't try this at home. Yabbersmack Holdings, your professional cave troll. Sharing the Topstep link across my Facebook. I can't tell you how much value there is. These guys bring heavy value. Just between 2 of them, just between Hogue and Eddie, all these guys came out of the pits when there was still pit trading and transitioned over into the electronic trading. Just between Hogue and Eddie, there's like 100 years of hardcore, heavy duty market making experience. How can you not see the value in it? If you don't see the value in it, if you don't understand that concept, then you probably don't need to come anywhere near the markets, to be honest with you. You start riding with these guys, they've got segments all day around the clock. And you don't have to be a fast markets trader like me. They have a slow market session, London session. There's all kinds of different all throughout the day. So you find something that makes sense to you, and you catch it as much as you can, even if you have a busy life. And what it does for you is you start to learn the lingo. You start to see what's important versus what's not important. Then you start understanding what you probably, instead of spinning your wheels studying 6,000 books because you don't know what the fuck's important, you only study 3 or 4 books because you know what the professionals say is important. So it helps you in those. You start to see what are you looking for in the market. There's a gazillion billion ways to approach the market. Yeah, there are some underlining fundamentals that every trader needs to know, but it's very, very personalized how you see the market. All right, Topstep, where you at, guys? Do I have my volume up? Oh, they just haven't rolled in yet. I got a trade coming, I think. Now we are starting in practice, trading 5-lot micros, up $278.90. I think at 2 or 3 2 trades. I think. Just. I usually come in. I might take the opening range gold trade. You know what? Let's go look at gold. Gold's phenomenal right now, dude. Let's go look at gold. Gold. God, look at that shit, dude. She's fucking clean, man. Just fucking clean. 32.50 an ounce, 32.40 an ounce. Holy fuck. Trump has built a shield wall of gold around this fucking country. I would not be surprised. Something big's coming down the pipeline. I would not be surprised if we go back to at least a partially gold-backed currency. He is wrestling the sovereignty and the financial power that's been liquidated from America into a global world government. He is wrestling it back from the Federal Reserve, which the most diabolical enemy of the United States of America, and he's putting it back into the Treasury. Same thing killed the Kennedys, both of them. Eisenhower's lucky he didn't get killed when he fucking gave the speech he gave. They tried to kill Reagan. They missed Trump. They knew they done fucked up. When they missed Trump, they knew they done fucked up. I'm itching, man. I know it takes time, and they have to get in there, and they have to dot all their I's and cross all their T's, and I believe in them, but I am impatient to see arrests, and I want to see gallows built in the White House front lawn. I would already have teams building gallows in the White House front lawn just to watch them sweat. I was going to take that fucking trade. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Right here. Watching this right here. See how this dropped from here? I would have seen it here first. Then I would have seen it here again. It would have confirmed and convinced me, and I would have got in, and I would have scalped. I don't know. Whatever I get out of it, because I'm trading micros. It probably been $100, $150. But now we're banging down at this level, so you would be thinking, oh, I'm going to get in there, I'm going to get that short, man. You chase that fucker, and now it turns around and gives a bounce. So I'd be watching right here and right here to see how it's going to react at this level right here. See how this bang, 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 bang. And in fact, just so you can see it, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put right about there. Boom, just so you can see it. Now it's a range. It's not a definitive line like that. It's a range of prices right in here. So I could basically put a box right there. But for cleanliness, I put the line. So I'm going to watch what it does right there. It's either going to bounce off that line, or it's going to ride that line for a little while, or it's going to fall through that line. And one way or the other, it's going to ride that. Even if it rides that line for a little while, it's going to go up, it's going to go down. You just have to have watched screens long enough to understand price action. And then you have to, there's a concept you'll hear a lot on Topstep, ACH. Anything can happen. It's all theory. It's all an approximation. What is going on with Topstep? They're running a little late, it seems. Alright, they're just running late. Probably having some technical issues. Now, instead of chasing that right there, that move you're seeing pushing on all 3 time frames, I'd wait for a pullback somewhere in here. And then I might take a scalp out of that. I might. That was actually the gold opening range trade, to be honest with you. Hush! The hell is that all about? Try trading with 2 big ass fucking huskies. German Shepherd huskies. It's like a big non-stop ball of rolling chaos. All right, you know what? I want to see what's going to happen right there. There's the pullback I was talking about. Big old long wicked candle on the bottom of this makes me think twice about it, but I'm going to watch what happens right here. Big wick candle at the bottom. Oh. Nope. Not convinced. It's got more in it. It's always got more in it. 9 out of 10 times got more in it. And it's gold. Gold's strong as fuck. Shorting gold, you better know what you're doing. You're going to short some gold. Been the backbone of national economies for thousands and thousands of years. Should have never pulled our fucking dollar off of it. It was fucking stupid. It was criminal. It was fucking treachery. And every fucking one of them involved in it should be hung. Lined up on fucking national stage. If we could dig them up and hang them, we should dig them up and hang them. I wonder if they changed their times and I just don't know about it. They're typically running it. See what would have happened if you'd have raced in there and tried to catch that falling knife? Fear of missing out, FOMO. Oh my God, the move is going without me. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Yeah, as soon as you hit that button, motherfucker stops going and cost you a couple $100 or more. Or whatever it is. I think we're going now. Oh man, look at that. Look at that shit, dude. Move that motherfucker open. We got heavy fucking volatility, dude. Volatility is heavy. I just took a 5 lot in gold. This isn't micros. I just took a 5 lot in gold, almost popped out for $500. Thank God I'm in practice. I think we're going to be okay though. I'm like out of nowhere risking $1,550. Because if I'd have been trading in a live account, I'm taking $850 worth of heat right now. But because I'm in practice, I'm going to ride it. Yeah, I'm going to get popped. I'm going to open this fucking right here. We're going to open up a little bit. I'm in a fucking 5 lot with gold. What a dumbass. And because we're in practice, I'm going to fucking do this. Alright, we're good. We're okay. I was going to double it up, but I was trading for a much smaller stop loss risk parameters in a minis. I was trading micro risk parameters in minis and almost fucking... That kind of shit happens all the time. You gotta be prepared for it. It's just human stupidity. I'm gonna get filled. It's a perfect example of why you gotta have your shit together if you're gonna approach the markets. Taking $1,200 worth of heat.
Order filled.
Alright, we're in 10 contracts. Taking $1,500 worth of heat. I would not be doing this with a real account. This is a practice account. I fucked up and didn't change my parameters. I realized it. I caught it before it stopped out and decided to play the trade out just to do it. I'm going to see money take money fast because I still think it's going to push down in my direction. I think we're going to get enough of a push down to catch some money off of this. I'm going to hold since I have so many contracts in. I'll take that $1,000. $1,000 trade. Well, yeah, it ended up being like 700, I think. And because I didn't hold it long enough, I took 1,000 on one set of contracts, lost $260 on the other set of contracts, which ends up being about $1,000 because I didn't hold it long enough to cover that second lot I put in there. But hey, I'll take $700. I'll take $700, motherfuckers. But like I said, it was a practice account. I got in, got myself in a little bit of hot water, had to think on my feet, adjusted. That shit happens when you got real money on the bottom line, on the line. So you gotta think fast. I got that stop loss open real quick, stay alive, open the stop loss, which would have been stupid with live money. You would have you're opening your risk up, jeopardizing all the hard work you put in. It might have taken you a week to stack that money. Might have taken 2 weeks to stack that money. I've put an entire month's work back in before, multiple times. I'm gonna go get some coffee. Yee, boy. Thinking out loud. Get you in trouble. Alright, let's see where we at. Where was that? We are 42. I gotta remember that. 42. 42. I don't have a fucking pen nowhere. Alright, let's do this. Made a note. What is up with Topstep? What is up? Why are they? I wonder if they changed their time. How come I am not? I wonder if they're streaming and something's going wrong with my link. Alright, I'm gonna have to change the link. Something ain't going. It says they're streaming, but I'm not seeing it.
But again,
I had a bad link.
on the weekly chart,
My bad, guys.
got a reversal pattern. We've got a bullish piercing pattern here. Excess on the low. So
I had a bad link. My chat was active and I was interacting with them.
But technically, this is a positive.
Didn't realize I had a dead link.
For a potentially lasting low. Who knows what's going to happen? Remember, this is
ACH.
all about context. No prediction. We're not calling anything here. We're just saying it as we see it. Look at the daily. I mean, they're very similar to the S&P.
I'm done with gold for the morning. Let me go over to oil, crude oil.
Move the weekly kickoff level up a little bit here at 17,400. We're back to 15% off the March all-time high, March contract all-time high. The market is attempting to recover as some of the uncertainties certainly remain. Apparently, the market is feeling a little bit better about the uncertainties that are left. And anything can happen with these tariffs. Take a look at the 30-minute chart. So, Friday, the market opened and ranged, and then it started to push higher, almost in a double distribution trend day type of situation. But the open interest was inert on Friday, only adding approximately 150 contracts all day. This, maybe some new buying coming in with some long liquidation as part of the end of the week. We can't really tell that. Just make the inert open interest makes it very difficult to try and determine what any longer time frame traders were doing or thinking. Maybe they were just not playing on Friday. It was an inside day after an inside day. So
everybody stayed inside.
Really kind of slowed in the S&P and in the NASDAQ. Back to the daily chart here for the NASDAQ. Look at Friday's volume. Really kind of slow, really kind of relaxed, really kind of like blah. So let's look at the 30-minute chart again. Sorry about that.
Probably gonna have to
And
take my dog out again before I get to
all
trading.
right, so one thing that we do notice is after that low on Wednesday, we've been putting in higher lows.
We got about
After
45 minutes before
Thursday, we've been
New
putting
York
in
Open.
higher lows.
I might be getting ready for a crude oil trade here. Quick
Again,
scout.
we did open with a weekend gap that does remain in the NASDAQ. So that gap goes from the low end, 18,873.5, and to the upper end here, just approximately 18,952. So this
I'm gonna go back
weekend
to
gap remains.
NQ.
If you're of the ilk that says gaps tend to get filled,
Micro.
you're probably
NQ.
right. Their weakness is in structure. But the question then is when? Have we really even looked below?
I didn't
this
even line out
first
my other
30-minute
charts
bar?
today.
We haven't looked above it. We're right inside
I typically
of
have
it.
8 other markets
Overnight
going in the
inventory,
background.
You know, if I'm
I
gonna
just
go
ain't
from
got
where
it
we
done
opened
today.
last night,
Just not feeling it.
pretty much flat. Overnight inventory is probably not going to be an issue after the open. So we're just going to, I think, chill a little bit.
Yes, we are.
If we can't close the
I'm
gap
certainly
relatively
chilling.
early, afternoon pullback low that put in the high on Wednesday still remains an issue. Above that, yes, there are visual targets for price to try and get to. Naked point of control, 19,613, which is 612, is weekly kickoff high. 20,064. See what happens here. There doesn't seem to be a lot of impetus for the market to do anything magnanimous today. Again, a lot of folks kind of feeling like it's going to fall into some sort of a range day today because of that big 30-minute bar on the open and the fact that the market remains inside of it. Aaron, what are you thinking? It's probably very similar to what you would say about the S&Ps.
Yeah, I mean, when we kind of looked at it this morning, I very rarely look at the monthly time frame, but I was looking at this monthly and seeing like, wow, this is, the picture has changed very quick.
Yeah.
And one thing that I kind of, a lot of people were asking is like, do you think that this is going to be the bottom where you're now going to see new all-time highs? And I was kind of saying, it's like, kind of what you said, like, I'm not trying to predict that level. I'm not trying to think that far ahead. What I'm also wanting to try and do is, how have we closed over the past few days? And, we've broken out some very, very nice levels, bounced off some huge monthly levels. So, how high we squeeze, I'm not too sure, but to continue squeezing higher, to me, makes the most sense. It was a bit of a choppy day on Friday, but I expect a slower week this week, not as crazy as last week. Yeah, personally, I like this to.
Yeah,
I
where
like
are
this to
we
squeeze,
on
to squeeze a little bit? I don't really like
ATR?
too much downside here. You may fill in that gap.
Oh yeah, we're way on down there in
But
ATR.
right now, it doesn't give me.
We're
any
we're
signs
under
to
20
say
right
that that is
now,
happening
and man, last week
anytime
80,
soon.
90.
So, squeezing high, same as the S. I think it was quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, the monthly and the weekly certainly look like lows.
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you. Let's take a look at crude oil now. Weekly crude oil. Look at that. Excess. Got too cheap. Sellers backed off. Buyers took over throughout the week. Very indecisive after a breakout of this magnitude. What's that tell us? Well, a lot of folks wondering what's going to happen. It seems to be less about directional activity than waiting for information. It is, however, rollover. Rollover has a tendency to keep markets range bound as the longer time frame focuses on moving positions from the front month and future months. We lost 16,000 in open interest on Friday. Let's take a look at the weekly. So this is very typical of rollover, where the market just kind of stays in a reasonable range. Reasonable being, this was a volatile week in everything last week, and we're still in it. Probably tomorrow or Wednesday we'll be moving to the June contract. That volume is greater The overnight session, we will be moving to the June contract. You won't have to do anything on Top Step X. If you are trading on a different platform, you'll have to move the contract into the June contract. We want you trading the most liquid, highest volume contract. So we will be certainly letting you know when to do that. But look at the volume. Volume is dying partially because the volume is moving into the June and future months. So this is a little bit deceiving. Overall, in all of the months, we lost 16,000 in open interest. Very difficult to read that during rollover. Very difficult to read that in crude, anyways, because there's 10 years of monthly contracts out there, and a lot of them have a lot of open interest. So again, very difficult to read that in the S&P. Excuse me, in crude oil. The one thing about this, this trend line was really kind of the breaking point to the downside, and look what it's been doing since. It's been showing a pretty decent degree of resistance. If we're seeing longer time frame, or we're seeing accumulations of shorts up against this level, breaking that level, a
1,400 people on right now,
could be a substantial move, or not.
Which is light.
Seeing some sellers coming back into the market as price revisits that level. Aaron, what do you think about that? I mean, I don't even know if you look at trend lines, anything like that. Some people do, some people don't. It's whatever works for you.
I like trend lines, to be honest. I like to try and look for the places where a lot of people are trying to buy in the trend lines, like that big oil play, and I'm trying to squeeze that a little bit lower. And oil had a huge bounce last week. It's kind of what we spoke about towards the end of last week. I did like this little inverse head and shoulders play here on oil. We caught this nice little retracement here in our London session today. To have a little squeeze higher. I like this to come up and test a little bit higher. If we could, squeeze up more. I do like this $65 level as well. Kind of sits nicely around these lows. But yeah, it was again a huge bounce, like coming into levels from back in 2021, which is absolutely huge. So maybe squeeze up into last week's highs, which kind of sits nicely around these areas. I like oil to squeeze a little bit more. I think this was a really, really nice higher time frame play towards the end of last week. But again, we are coming into some strong areas now, which could give us a intraday pullbacks before we could see that $65 area again. Very
break
nice
that
bounce.
neckline here. 65 is a really good target there, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. That's looking good.
So, all right, let's take a look at the 30. I know that Aaron was just showing the 240 minute.
They're about to go for the
Really
gold.
did a good job.
I mean, the
showing
crude oil open and
head
range
shoulders.
trade probably.
Kind of seeing it here.
Yep.
On the 30-minute chart.
Yeah, it's nice.
And that neckline is really close to that trend line. And then there's a gap above, visual targets, gap fills. I mean, $65 doesn't even fill the gap. Could be even bigger than that. Let's take a look at a potential measured move here. So we've got so even bigger than that. Wow. All right. We'll keep an eye on that. Could be an interesting opening range trade. All right, let's jump into gold now and take a look at what we're seeing. This is Aaron's bread and butter right here. Aaron is a gold man, which pretty much I have been since January. So here's the weekly excess low. just continuation move. Volume and open interest increased overall throughout the week yesterday. We did
Things
take a
are
small
quiet.
loss on Friday in open interest.
Things are quiet. They're looking
However,
strong as fuck, but
volume
things
and
are
open
quiet.
interest all healthy for a continuing upside auction. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's all about probabilities and context. Aaron, do you have anything you want to talk about on this weekly chart, or should we just move on to the daily?
I mean, yeah, just the weekly is just. I was measuring the weekly this morning and trying to find another weekly candle that even comes remotely close to last week. Last week we closed with like almost a 3,000 tick candle, which I've traded gold for almost 7 years and I've never seen that ever. So yeah, there's not much down the high time frame other than we are extremely bullish. It was absolutely incredible. So yeah, weekly is just absolutely just ripping new all-time highs again.
All right. Daily. So, 3 red days and an uptrend. Boom. 3 red days and an uptrend. That's a Linda Rashke thing. We put in a new all-time high in the overnight last week. That, of course, was not a lasting high. The market doesn't like leaving all-time highs or lows or recent all-time highs or lows in the overnight session. It always has a tendency to take that out during regular trading hours, which again was proven true last week. So all-time highs on Friday. Open interest losing 1,700, I believe, with some shorts being squeezed out at the top. Take a look at the 30. Is there? Wait, Aaron, anything you want to note on the daily chart?
No, daily chart, not really, to be honest. We're just, I mean, you may come down and it's too far to say just yet, but the highs from the 2nd and 3rd of April could be of interest. But again, it's not really one I would want to short into. But if we could squeeze down here to this week, it would definitely be an area to watch.
Down around, right around 3,200, right?
Yes, yeah, 3,200 perfectly, yeah.
It's a big fat round number there.
Yep.
All right, awesome. So
These are professional,
the 30-minute chart, overnight inventory.
money-making motherfuckers here,
Market opened there.
explaining to you
Visually take a look at this. There's where the
what they're
market
looking
opened.
at, what they're seeing.
Here's where it's trading now. So we're accumulating probably some shorts and shorter time frame, mainly over the Asian and London session. There's a gap down below. One of those that believe gaps usually get filled. Then patient, because the gap fill takes us down to 31.93.80, which is very close to those April 2nd and 3rd highs that Aaron was on. That does look like a tasty opportunity. I'm with Aaron. I don't like shorting gold at this time. I think that the auction still has some really good teeth to it by what we've been seeing in volume, negative deltas.
Excuse me.
So I'm
Thank
not
you.
really looking.
Need all I can
short
get.
this. I'm looking for an area to start basing, to look to start accumulating longs, and this 32 bucks looks very, very, very tasty for that. So we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, there's weak structure down below here. Above, there's nothing but blue sky. And I like to see this market continue to go into that those beautiful blue skies. But you've got 2 gaps down below. You've got 3 naked points of control that I believe are within reach this week. If we do see some sort of a pullback, this is the rally for the last 3-4 days. Last week's low, 29.70.40. I'd be surprised to see that. Now that I've said that, Aaron, market likes to make a liar out of me. But I still think that the auction to the upside is strong. We're going to be patient. We're going to look for some sort of basing, some sort of reversal pattern, maybe on a shorter time frame chart. Look for opportunities for longs. Aaron, your thoughts?
Yeah, sounds good. That's the thing. It's like, to base trades off actually today. Trying to short today is a little bit riskier, just given the fact that Friday was so bullish. Um, and if we do squeeze down today, that's fine. I'm happy to miss that. But coming onto the charts tomorrow, I can justify shorts a lot more if the daily kind of shows me that we're actually trying to find some resistance. So shorting today, if I try short today and I'm wrong and gold reaches all-time highs, I just know that I'm going to go back and look at this daily and be like, why on earth was I trying to short against this?
Starting to get some volume coming in. This is
But
NQ,
if the day closes bearish, tomorrow I can justify shorts a lot more.
ladder tightening up a little bit.
But today,
Still
if I'm
thin,
be wrong,
but tightening
I kind
up.
of want to be wrong at least following Friday's big moves. And this is a pretty decent move down here, but it's not my trade personally. But it's nice to see it having a bit of a pullback.
Yes. It's always nice to buy something you want to buy cheaper, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Aaron, thank you very much for joining me on this journey through these charts.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Is, of course, unique in and of themselves, but again, we just like to try and help put some sort of context into the markets and get everybody started off on the right foot if possible. So thank you again, Aaron. Getting pretty close to our opening range trade in crude oil.
Let's go ahead and go look at
Before
crude.
we get there, Johnny, I got just a little update here. Oil prices steadied somewhat today following recent losses that were driven by concerns, obviously,
Chopping down
with
to
the spat
one contract.
between the United States and China. This
So I
is
don't do
gonna
the same
weaken
thing I
and
did just a minute
weaken
ago.
the economic growth or fuel demand. We did see that Brent futures edged up 0.3%. West Texas Intermediate climbed 0.3% to around 61.66. Looking at it right now, crude right now 62.39. Now both contracts have lost roughly $10 a barrel since the start of the month. And that's what I got here. I'm going to pass it back to you,
Trump
Mr.
effect,
Hoagland.
baby. Trump effect. Fuck that oil.
Oh, thank you, Eddie. We got 1 minute till crude oil opens officially right at the top of the hour, 8 o'clock a.m. Central Time. So you guys put together a nice case for longs in crude oil in the intermediate term. We got a nice inverse head and shoulders pattern forming. We're opening with a gap up. Overnight inventory's long. If you were to pick a side now for the opening range trade, what would be your preference, long or short, getting into this opening range trade?
I'm leaning long.
Tough question.
I
Trick
like
question.
longs, but I like longs higher.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see us break that trend line.
Okay. What was the price level on that trend line again, Hogue?
Right around $63.
63.
This
bucks.
is it
Okay.
right here.
All right.
Also
Crude is
the-
open for business.
I'm getting ready. I'm gonna take a long.
Right on the bell.
If
selling
it
price
shows
coming
me.
in immediately.
Yeah, that was a reach.
Pretty
They're
wide
reaching down.
Opening range.
That's a reach. They're reaching down.
Well, 20 ticks.
I'm gonna take a fucking scalp off of this. We watch what happens.
And a high so far.
ACH.
234.
Anything can happen. That's it
Order
right here.
filled. It is opening with a gap. Close the session gap. We got to get down to 61.
Take money fast. See money, take money.
61.87. Mark that down, folks. Session gap fill 61.87.
I'm gonna hold for
Settlement gap
$100
fill is-
maybe. I'm gonna take
Order
it.
filled. 50.
$50. $50.
61.50. Settlement gap fill.
I wasn't convinced we were gonna get any more out of that.
26
5
tick
seconds.
opening range, JD.
Yep, we're going to trade a one lot on this. So we've got a low of 62.08, so we're putting a stop to enter. 62.07 just below. And a high 62.34, so we're going to put a stop to enter. 62.35 just above the market. Sometimes it takes a few minutes for these opening range trades to trigger in crude oil.
Sometimes. it seems to
Sometimes,
take a year.
every time. Yeah.
I might be happy with that $50 scalp.
I would like to go back and maybe back test it a little bit to see what the data's saying on the amount of time it takes to trigger this opening range trade and the probabilities of success. Is it the longer you have to wait to get into the market, the worse the trade is? Or if it happens immediately, what's better? What's
We're
worse?
about to go
I'm sure we
short.
could pick up some data behind that.
I like it. I like to go. I like to be in right away and have it go my way right away. Best case
Oh yeah,
scenario.
instant gratification, right? That's what we're here for. No one likes waiting on profits. Still no movement. Right in the middle of the opening range. Monitoring this.
It's gonna tease us.
It is. Well, while we're waiting for this to play out, you say we set up our fast markets crew for success. How are you feeling about an opening range trade in the S&P, Vogue?
Where are we?
Let's go look at S&P. I'm done with oil.
Yeah.
Let's go to micro S&P.
Gap, overnight inventory, a bit long.
I mean, it's out of balance.
Not very long.
I think it's going to go up and test last week's highs. I like long.
Okay. Last week's high in the ES, we have that on your Topstep daily levels, 55.2875.
Speaking of highs here, just made a high in the ES. Also a new high here in our Russell.
The Russell. We don't look at the Russell too much anymore, do we? That's okay though.
It's all right, 80. I still like you.
Shame on us.
Shame on us, for sure. So overnight inventory, long, opening with a gap in the ES, in the NQ. I don't know, I wouldn't mind taking an opening range trade if it stays like this going into the open. Still nothing on this crude trade. We are smack dab in the middle of the opening range, making us wait.
All right.
Today's a good test case for the longer you wait for a trigger, a breakout of the opening range, higher or lower probability of success. We'll have one piece of data on that by the end of the day today.
I ain't fucking with this S&P. I'm going back to NASDAQ.
Dude, 73% short.
And motherfucking Q.
That 80% threshold for the tilt in crude oil has been an excellent sentiment gauge. It's been good for tracking potential reversals too. What's the
Back to NQ, scalping
Q
fives.
over 80%. It almost seems like a pullback or a turnaround, absolutely imminent, and playing out very well.
Definitely a place to lighten up if you have multiple.
Mm-hmm. Still at 73. We're on the lower end of the opening range. We might get a trigger here. Watching it tick by tick by tick.
Oh, patience. Part of the process. Patience, discipline, management.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
If it takes this long to get in, there's no real directional activity. It's just kind of hanging here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to scalp.
Would you consider this
Right
a
there.
C
Order
money, take money
filled.
trade?
Well, at some
If
point,
we
I
get
think
in.
we should probably look at, at how long it stays inside the opening range, and at some point, it's probably not a good idea to take it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, crude seems to stay in it a lot.
We're good. We're going to be all right.
We'd have to give that more time, but if we could quantify some sort of idea of how long we're going to sit here and wait for this thing to fill.
Been 5 minutes. Opening range.
Starting to hold this a little bit longer than I'd like.
Yeah,
In it
Order
again.
filled.
10 lots.
Being out in the garage waiting for my wife in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I start honking the horn. If we got to start honking the horn on this, JD,
Still a practice account.
You know, I hate getting honked.
right?
All right, we're about to take money.
And she forgets. Oh hell, I forgot. We were going somewhere.
We're
You know
going
what?
somewhere.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Probably going to get a good push down here.
I walked back
Triggered
in the
into a
house.
short.
She's making cookies. What are you doing? I love you. Yes, I do.
Triggered into a short and crude. 30 tick stop.
Holding. That's fun to fuck with me.
House count short 1 crude oil 62.07.
I got a stop loss. I'm going to hold this.
No slippage on our entry.
Looking a little heavy to me.
Because we had a.
I could have took money already, but I want to hold because I got a double lot in there. I want to not do the same thing I did earlier. I want to cover both sets.
400. Pork bellies.
I got a stop loss.
I have a hunch something
pretty
very
good, John.
exciting is going to happen in the pork belly market today.
Sounded like
I still think it's heavy.
Like Aykroyd. Pork bellies.
Thank you, Coleman.
Well, especially if they're shedding like this, it'll help.
All right, house count short. We're getting a little bit of follow through. We're in for.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm going to buy this paycheck is I'm going to get a good brush and start brushing her.
Any bias whatsoever, short term?
Let's see. I mean, you did just have a pretty decent.
Yeah, probably a
five
couple,
minute
2 or 3
breakout.
times
I
a day,
like it.
probably.
If you're gonna squeeze lower, I like it back down to 61.90 ish.
It'll make the quality of life in here better too.
Looks like a pretty decent.
Shave 'em.
Pretty decent area. If you can hold below.
We're getting there.
I was
That lines up with that lines up with Hoag's session gap fill also 61.87.
nice.
A bit of confluence there.
Like brush them down, but don't. It's shaving them bald is not.
Just likes to hang around, doesn't it?
You want their fur to go
What if
in
we
here?
just shave his
Their
ass?
regulation, like
Yeah.
the heat regulation.
Here you
for
go,
their bodies
Johnny.
is fucked up.
Just for
I
you.
think we're going to cut their feet off. I think we're going to cut their feet off so they can't move around the house.
Order filled.
We're going to replace their feet with wheels.
Pork bellies.
Very good, Eddie.
Just scalped out $100.
There's 626 on the offer.
All right, this
The
time because I held a little bit,
54.80.
$70 on the first lot, $32 on the second lot. We made money on both lots.
Scoot back over.
All right, and I'm done. I'm not fucking with it no more. I'm going back to.
Started to the upside.
I'm gonna lock into.
55.75, which
All
is
right, I'm gonna
nice
go.
high in the
All right, we're
ES.
locked into our VIP account. We're not gonna take any trades till New York
new
Open. We got
overnight
about
high,
20
just a few
minutes. I'm
minutes
gonna take a
ago.
break, take the dog out. Be back in a bit, boys and girls.
Right around the highs right now.
And whatever else.
Still no movement in crude. We're sitting right on top of our
Yo.
exit price. No follow through.
It's just going to tease us all day. It's just going to sit right on our entry price.
I know, right?
Well, as Romero says, gold still falling here.
Yeah, still squeezing.
Our exit on that gold trade was pretty good.
Pretty much 50-50 here on the tilt. I don't know what's going on here.
Crude oil tilt creeping up just a little bit, 75% short right now. No movement.
Way to go, Matthew.
So yeah, our exit on that gold trade, not typically, the rule says if you get triggered along, your stop is on the opposite end of the opening range. So you're buying the high, and your CYA would be on the lower end, or just below the lower end of the opening range. And yeah, it turned out to be a perfect exit to a long position this morning. So managing risk well, it's a big part of that trade. Saved ourselves a lot of money by placing that stop.
Yep.
Always be trading with stops, folks.
Yes. Yes, always. So we're getting a little bit of a gap fill here, and in gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice push down. Yeah.
Previous gap fill, I should say.
Little chatter in the chat, NVIDIA and Apple potentially gapping up on the open after their tariff exemptions, electronics tariff exemptions. Funny how that kind of happens. A couple complaints from the richest men in the world, and all of a sudden they're exempt from tariffs.
We are just stuck in the mud.
Stuck in the mud is right, yeah.
Still in the garage, honking.
Pretty boring start to the Monday morning, guys. We got a short week again. Hogue mentioned it. Friday is Good Friday holiday. We'll be celebrating Easter next weekend. So market's closed on Friday. No Topstep TV. We'll be out and about filming though. I think we're going. We got a crew going to a Cubs game possibly. Watch some baseball. Good Friday.
JD, what do you think? Aaron, what do you think? Eddie, what do you think? You think people would be excited or happy to have a quieter week this week, or are we still, gung ho for volatility? Aaron, what do you think?
Good question. Very good question.
Yeah, good question. I mean, like looking at the markets overall, like even if it wasn't a shorter week, I still think it's going to be a quieter one after last week's crazy moves. I think a lot of people are probably expecting that to continue, but me personally, I'm looking forward to a quieter week in these markets. Being as crazy as they were last week, I'm not complaining about a short week this week. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I love volatility. I think it's great. The opportunities are always there. If you're on the wrong side of the market, you can get out and get in on the right side, and have just as much potential. You have the potential to make all that money back plus some, multiple times in a day.
Yeah.
Is it thin? Does the liquidity back off a little bit? Does it get tougher to get in and out of positions? Sure, you can sort of factor that into your risk parameters. Is it going to be perfect? No, but there's always going to be opportunity to get in on the right side of the market when it's whipping around. Trade smaller.
Eddie, what do you think?
You can make decent money trading small size in highly volatile markets.
Yes, it is
and
true.
Keeping your risk relatively low also.
Mm-hmm. Eddie, how do you feel about it?
Well, John, I tell you, just being on the trading floor, we would have like just one day where it would be pedal to the metal, hit the brake, pedal to the metal, hit the brake, pedal to. I like the volume, but I think just mentally and physically, maybe just tap that brake a little bit here today. But hey, you know what? Anything can happen. We got lots of news. We got speakers. So, I mean, I'm just going to be ready. I'm just going to be ready for, back to what we were seeing. But right now, it's, just on the trading floor. Just sit, be focused, be ready for anything, and let's have at it. Buckle up. Keep that seatbelt on, and that
looks
that
like
helmet.
Looks like the chat is pretty much mixed on that. Some people are like, "No, let's go to more regular price action." Some people are like, "No, I want the volatility."
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's
thing
like,
is,
"Yeah, I don't care."
If you
It all
don't
depends
want
on
the
your-
volatility, stay out. All right, just sit back and watch it. And I mean, we are not in control. Period. So it's like a
100%.
roller coaster. Buckle up, go for the ride. If you don't want to go on the ride, just wait outside. We'll be right back. So, yeah. Good question though, John.
Just find a less volatile market if that's your thing. Everybody's appetite for risk is different.
Bunk bellies.
We back. See what's happening. See if I can remember to take my disclaimers off.
Well,
Boom.
sort of back to the middle of the opening
disclaimers.
range,
This is
and
all real.
crude oil again. No follow through to the downside.
This is
Follow through to the
financial
upside
advice
yet
as well.
either.
Negative delta, minus 330. Eh.
We will continue to monitor. All right, guys, we got about 2 minutes left. I was looking for the rest of the day. Eddie, who's coming to visit us today? How's the show look?
Actually, we got Mr. McFeely, Chef Brockett, and no, it's Mr. Rogers. I got the wrong schedule here. Coming up here today, we've got lots going on here. Coming up here, we've got Coach Dakota is going to be joining us, number 4 on the big board, and Ofa T, number 95 on the big board. Peter Tuckman is going to be with. Andre's back. I'm really happy to see that. I bet he's probably not. He's like, I could use a few more days off, which I don't blame him. Also, VIP Lounge. We've got that coming up here with Amanda. We've got Coach Robert going to do a VIP update. Coach Paul going to be doing a VIP update. And don't forget, we have added Top Quiz Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So hopefully I think maybe Bonnie might be with us here today. And Rising Star, we got Daryl D, number 43 on the big board, and Ryan R going to be with us here in Power Hour. James D.
We're locked in. We're trading for real now.
What's going on here?
Just going to
And,
chill and watch. Probably
coming
won't
up,
take any
like
trades
I
till after
said,
New York
we got
open
a
at
big
8:30.
lineup. Gas markets.
Most
We
likely.
got Coach Dakota.
I reserve the right
big
to do
board.
whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want to. But having said that,
Here.
ACH.
He had a last week here. He had a badass week, kick-ass week. 4 winning days last week for Coach Dakota, resulting in over $13,000 in his live-funded trading account. And later on, we got Ufek from Israel, number 95 on the big board. And before we say hasta la vista, baby, I'd like to say, Aaron, any closing comments here before we take a break?
No, thank you very much for having me on. If anyone wants to tune into my overnight session for you guys, the European session, I'll be live at 1 a.m. Central Time, 7 a.m. London Time, all of next week. So be sure to come in and say hello. It was a good session.
Beautiful.
There it is.
JD, any closing comments?
What's up, guys? Slow start for the house account to start the week. We lost about 30 ticks in gold. We're in a crude oil trade right now. We're on the short side. We're not in the money at the moment, but we have our stop set. Remember, the only thing that you really have any control over in trading is your risk. So make sure you're trading with stops, especially when things start to get a little more volatile. All right, folks, have a great day. I'll be checking in and out all day long. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Hogue. Take it
All
away.
right, with that, we're going to roll out a top step. And we're going to head over to some music. Because I just can't do it. I love it. But we're going to roll over to some insanity. What are we going to do today? Let's go to my playlist. Let's go to Trading Tunes. I'm going to I think I am looking. I think it might- Yo. Whoa. Yeah. I'm going to be focused in on price action. Probably about 10 minutes before you're going to see any trades out of me at minimum, probably. Just going to chill, jam. Go looking for a trade, you'll find one. I'm going to sit back, chill, let the trade come to me. I am fighting the urge to jump up to minis right now, but we ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna start the week off, fresh week, starting in the micros. Things go well over the next couple days, we'll step up to the minis. I'm just chilling, soaking up the market conditions, jamming, sipping on some coffee. I am of the belief that one can become phased with the market. Woosah, woosah. Doesn't look like we have any news coming out anytime soon. Got to be aware of that. Oh, thank you for the. Thank you. I'm actually watching for a short right now. It's an anti-trend trade, so you got to be quick, fast. Don't think twice. Show me, don't tell me. Oh boy, I should have got in that, man. What'd I just tell you? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! I missed that motherfucker. I talked about it instead of doing it.
Man, hindsight's a motherfucker in the markets. That was beautiful. I'm actually watching for continuation here. 2 minutes to open. So that's why I'm not going to take that trade. It's kind of up against the open. There is no telling what's going to happen here in a minute or two. Things have been calm and quiet. Let's see what ATR is. Last week, volatility was butt fucking insane. Oh, dude, where is my... Uh-oh. Something happened to my... Oh, well. There it is. We're only at 20 ATR. Last week was up in the 80s, 90s. I'm going to watch that ATR in the open. Ah, there's that continuation I was looking for. Markets open. New York open. Bell. Bing, 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 bang, 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 bang. Open for business. Not going to run and chase those trades. Just going to chill. Real easy to start chasing in there and get all cut up. We'll give the market a minute to settle out of open. Oh, I need to check something real quick. I check my parameters. 400, 1,000, 5 trades. Let's open it up to 10. We're gonna lean in a little bit. We're gonna do that by opening up my trade quantity. I'm starting to watch for a long. But I need to see it. Show me, don't tell me kind of shit. Alright. I'm stepping down to 3 contracts, starting trading. Volatility looks like it's starting to open up a little bit. My first trade, I'm gonna come out 3. In it.
Order filled.
Relaxing. Not gonna panic. I'm out.
Order filled.
$93 in the hole. That's why I stepped down to 3 contracts. All right, I'm in. Getting killed. But I'm not going to panic. I got a stop loss in. That's why I stepped my wrist down. I'm out.
Order filled.
All right, we're in a bit of a hole. Knocking the dust off, coming back from days off.
Order filled.
Man, I'm getting slapped. Getting fucking slapped. But that's okay. A-okay. A-motherfucking A-okay. Gotta lose a little and make a little. Gotta lose a little and make a lot. Alright, I'm getting out.
Order filled.
Down $500. Getting killed. Getting smacked around. Not reading the market well. I had a feeling that's what was going to happen this morning. That's why I stepped down my risk, stayed in the micros. But that's okay. It's what you do with this that makes a trader. I step back, take a breath, sip of coffee. Hell, we might be coming back down to that gap. In fact,
order filled.
Now is when I'm probably going to get smacked going the other direction. Market's fucking brutal like that. Holding. I'll take that.
Order filled.
I'll take that $80. Start chiseling our way back. I do think we're probably headed back door into that gap, to be honest with you.
Order
I'm in.
filled. Order filled.
Ah, that was a break-even trade. I need to come back over here. We're gonna get rid of that. We're gonna need it to be able to work our way out of this mess I made.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'll take $25. Really focused into price action. Came out the gate rusty as fuck. Put myself $500 in the hole quick. If I would not have stepped down to micros and lowered my contracts even, we'd be $1,000 down right now. All right, we're in. Started out $500 in the hole real fucking fast, dude. Huh? Yeah, I popped a little bit of gold this morning in practice, just knocking the dust off. I'm working on getting out of this hole I made myself. Falling knife. Taking it.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'll take that. $61. All right, I'm not going to chisel on that anymore right now. That's a falling knife. I don't want to catch it. All right, I got to change the music. Got to change the music, guys. Not digging this. Just not digging it. There we go. Ha ha ha. Fucking love that beat. Gonna work our way back to the money here. We're at an interesting level right now. We're gonna watch what happens. Looking at right here. Very decision area. Gonna wait. I don't need to make all the money right now. I got all day to trade. if I'm going to take any more of that, I need to see a pullback. I need something to hold on to. I'm not going to just chase it down. Might be getting that pullback now. Sometimes, when you have the urge to up your contracts, you should lower your contracts. More than not. More times than not.
Order filled. Order filled.
$72. I am purposely trading small. We step down to the micros, 1/10 the size of mini. We shorten our contracts from 5 to 3. I was out of tune with the market, so I adjusted, worked my way back in tune with the market. Yeah, I'm not convinced here. I do think we're going to fill that gap. A lot of noise in there. A lot of noise, a lot of indecision across the time frames. Hitting some serious resistance right about there. There's been a couple times in there I would have took a trade, but I'm chilling right now. Taking a breath. Takes a lot of mental fortitude to stand on the edge of the market in multiple time frames.
Order filled. Order filled.
$28. A lot of those scalps I'm taking are anti-trend. That means I have to be right and fast.
Order filled. Order
Oh, I
filled.
took a hit on that one. I'm going back in
Order
there.
filled.
I chased that one a little bit.
Order filled.
$43. I'm going to chill a little bit because I chased that last trade and had to go back in. My mission right now is just chisel my way back to the top line. When I get there, I'll take a breath, I'll relax, and I'll reapproach, put money on the bottom line. I'm trading in a lot of chop and a lot of indecision and a lot of noise right now. I've worked very long and very hard to be able to trade in all market conditions. Takes a lot of mental fortitude. You can easily just fall in the mix and get chopped the fuck up, which is what happened when I first got started. But I knew that because I was coming back from my days off. I'm fresh day, new week, bones not warmed up, oil not in the joints, and it just chilled. And I lowered my size. I stepped into the micros instead of trading hard and fast. Down 500 quick, didn't freak out, just relaxed, stepped back, started chiseling my way out. There's a potential short coming up that I may hold for a second. Show me, don't tell me though. Wait for trade to come to me. It's just an idea, it's a theory. I'm waiting for confirmation on that theory. Taking a breath. Finger on the button. Not convinced yet. Just when you think it's done, it's got more in it. That is a fucking rule of nature. Not yet. Not yet. Go.
Order filled.
Holding. I'm going to hold this one for a minute. Holding.
Order filled.
$50. We're flagging a little bit on that 3 minute. I'm just gonna chill. A lot of energy building up there. What I'm looking at is this right here. This right here. That's what I'm looking at right there. Ah, come on. Finger on the button. Finger on the button. Extremely focused in. A lot of mental fortitude right now.
Not yet. Go.
Order filled.
Damn, I might have got popped here. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. I'm holding this. I'm holding this. Holding. 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 Resisting, doubling in. I gotta stop, I'm holding. 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 I'm still resisting doubling in here. I'm resisting it. I'm not gonna do it. Holding. 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 Resisting doubling in. I am resisting.
Order filled.
I'll take that 46.50. Now, if I'd have panicked, I'd have turned that $46 winning trade into a $180 loser. All right, let's check ATR. We're up to almost 50. You can think of that as volatility. Chaos. Measurement of chaos. Chaotic range. I still think the move's going to be short. I'm waiting for it. I don't want to get stuck in it like I did last time. I'm sure I'm fucking practically overtraded right about now. I got 78 fucking total lots traded today already. But I am here to fucking trade, man.
To buried extraterrestrial technology.
Fucking beat. Love that fucking beat. "10 seconds to new 1 minute candles," what I'm watching for. Four seconds. New candle. I'm not getting in front of that freight train. That's either a grab up out of the range
or that is our move to start moving higher. Finger off the button for a second. I am not doing it. Not yet. Not yet. Nope. Nope. No fucking way. 45 seconds to a new 3-minute candle. That's a hard big money push right there. All right, we're gonna chill. Worked too hard to come back up out of that hole. We were a little over $500 down. Now we're only $129.36 down. I'm gonna chill, watch what this does. Don't wanna go back in the hole. Fucking love this shit, dude. I don't care how hard I get my ass kicked. I just come back for more. Give me more. All right, I've got an idea, but I'm not sold.
Order filled. Order filled.
I'll take $36. All right, we're under $100. $95 down. I'm gonna chill for a second. Whew! Man, there's something beautiful about working your way out of a fucking hole, dude. You don't want to be in the hole, but man, when you are and you can work your way out over and over again, motherfuck, dude. Give me that punishment. Punish me, baby. Punish me. Taking a breath. Woosah, woosah, woosah. Got a little bit of handshake going on.
Finger on the button. Not convinced? I'm not convinced. I think we have a long setting up. I'm watching. I'm watching this right here. This right here. Where these are trading in the range. Hey, calm down. What you got? You got trash out of the trash can. What the hell are you doing? I'm really locked into price action. I'm really watching what's going on.
Order filled.
That could have been goofy. Watching. Taking it.
Order filled.
$25, $26, $72 down. Whew. Taking a breath. Refocusing. Takes a lot of focus, people, to do what I do. You don't have to trade the markets like I do. This is how I trade. I love that hardcore fast action battlefield. Where's the blood and guts? Show me where the heads are. Let me take them. Kill or be killed. Chilling, just chilling. I think we have a transition here. Potentially. Looking for a long. Show me, don't tell me. Show me, don't tell me. Not convinced. Not convinced. I'm in.
Order filled.
Might not be a good spot to be in. I got a stop loss. I'm just going to chill. Just chilling. Just chilling, waiting. Taking it.
Order filled.
$63, $11 down. We're almost out of the hole. All right, fellow heathens. I know how I trade, and I've been pushing my way out of this hole. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to walk it off. I'm gonna take a couple minutes. I'm gonna walk it off, fill my coffee cup up, and we're almost out of the hole. We were down $510 or something like that, and we've chiseled our way back out, scapped our way back out. Our percentage is on its way back up. We're only down $11.52. We're gonna come out of this hole. Our goal is to come out of this hole and work our way back up to $300-400 on the bottom line if the market allows us to do it. I'm gonna chill for a minute. Back in a bit. All right, y'all. I'm back. We got some work to do. I was really focused in to that price action. It takes a lot of mental fortitude to do that. And I'm monitoring that over 3 different time frames at the same time. So my attention is split between 3 different time frames the entire time, and I'm standing on the edge, watching, waiting. It takes a lot of mental fortitude. So what I did is I got up, I walked it off, I chiseled my way out of that hole. I'm only $11 down, and I know me. Let's go take a breath, let's relax, so I don't end up $500 in the hole again. We're working here. We're running a business. But we're also playing a game and having fun. Look at that P&L. Look at that. It's all my trades today, I think. Yeah, that's all. No, that's not all today. Hang on. What's today? Today is the 14th. Right here. Oh, that's not right. Right here. Right here. First trade out the gate, down $91. Second trade, $171. Third trade, $234. 3 bad trades right out the gate. Fucking just drilled myself. Knocked the dust off, took a breath, came back. Broke even here, started chiseling my way back. Controlling this. Not worrying about this. Controlling this. I'm not convinced the move is up yet. Think we may have a short coming up. Watching. Show me, don't tell me. Show me, don't fucking tell me. Finger on the button. Not convinced. Not convinced. 1 minute left on the 1 minute candle. We just got a new candle right there. I'm starting to consider it, but only very slightly. Not yet. Not convinced. Lots of fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out, fake out. Back to back fake outs. Still too much buying pressure. Buyers are in control. Buyers are faltering. I'm in.
Order filled. Order filled.
Ah, we're in the money. Woohoo! Woo! Huh? Yeah, all right, cool. All right, I just fought my way back. I'm finally back in the money. I was $500 down first 3 trades out. I'm back in the money. Now I'm just going to breathe for a second. Back in the motherfucking money. I love this shit. Brutalize me. Brutalize me. All right, we're gonna do something real quick. Turn down the music. I'm gonna take a break. I'm not gonna walk away from the screens, but I'm gonna take a break and look at some other data. We accomplished our first mission: is get the fuck out of the goddamn fucking hole. All right, so let's go look at our P&L on this account. $100,000 combine. Overall, we're up $318. 72%. That's after getting my ass kicked and working my way back out. My day percentage, 70.1. Worked that heater, took a hit, started working our way back out, flatlined here. This could have been bad. This could have been back down this way, but we're actually working our way back out. And it's what we do with this right here that's going to determine what kind of trader we are. Woo! Boom! All right, we can go one or two ways here. This was that really fucking bad week I had. All right, we're up with 17 trades. We're starting to push the barrier of where I'd really like to be. We're kind of over trading, and I want to be real calm, cool, and collective here. What my game plan is I'm going to put as much money on the bottom line as I can over these 2 weeks. When we get to here, I'm going to lean in. I'm thinking about what we're going to do here. We're $266.56 down over for the month. Starting to get up into the higher. See what happened when I overtraded here? That's why you see me taking a breath, stepping back, relaxing, breathing, walking it off. We're still just chilling, just chilling. Feet up on the desk, chilling. It's only 9:30. Typically, I'm almost done trading for the day in this account, but we had to work a little extra hard today. Right now, I'm just relaxing, letting the energy level calm down because I was really up. I was up there, man. Chilling, deciding if I want to keep pushing. I really kind of want to keep pushing. I'd like to at least put $200-300 on the bottom line. I'm gonna try to wait for a really good trade that I can hold a little bit longer, make a bigger piece, potentially. Finger on the button, to be honest with you.
Order filled.
I'm holding. Might not have been the best fucking trade in the world. I am not doubling down. I'm fighting doubling down right now. Yeah, I might have got killed here. But I'm not panicking. I got a stop loss in. I still think we're going to be all right. But ACH, anything can happen. "30 seconds in this candle. This is what I was looking for, but my timing was off. Timing was way off. Holding. Holding. I'm going to hold this one. Resisting, doubling down. Resisting, doubling down. Resisting it. Resisting it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Not gonna do it. Holding. Holding. Waiting and watching, waiting and watching. Starting to think about getting out of this one here in a sec. Waiting. Waiting. Resisting, doubling down. Resisting it. Resisting, doubling down. I took this one to hold it. Timing was off, so I'm taking quite a bit of heat. My finger is on the fuck you button. Doing all this with my feet propped up on the desk. You can get yourself in a mess really quick. Buyers are insane in this motherfucker. Feet off the desk. I'm still just waiting and watching. Just waiting and watching. I got into this one expecting to hold it. Fucking with those short-term fluctuations can be a motherfucker. Breathing, just breathing, just breathing, just fucking breathing. Gotta remember to breathe. I'm resisting doubling down, resisting it. I am resisting doubling down. Resisting it. I so want to double down right in there. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Yeah, it's fucking market, dude. this is actually good practice in the sense of being able to ride the fluctuations and not freak out with money in there. Those wicks on that fucking candle are insane, dude. On that 3 minute. I got a stop loss in there. That's what a stop loss is for. And I haven't moved my stop loss. This is good practice at the end of the day. Now, I did intend to hold a trade. I did not intend to get as caught in this as I actually have, but I'm also choosing to hold through all this fluctuation because I still have a theory that we're going to roll over here, because what's making me think that is how we're tipping over here. Or apparently. It doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. And you know what? At the end of the day, I got a $400 stop loss. I just worked my way out of a $500 hole. I will live to fight another day if it goes against me. I haven't doubled down, which is good. I'm going to short my wrist just a little bit since I'm choosing to hold this. You know what? I'm gonna get up about that. I'm gonna go back to my $400 risk. Yeah, fuck it. It is what it is. I'm just under $400 in risk. I know it's insane, but I'm still seeing a roll over here. And if it goes against me, it's been a really good trading day. I didn't blow my fucking account. I managed the risk. I live to fight another day. I've been trying to get better at taking longer holding trades. I'm just a scalper, and I'm not as good at taking longer intraday swings. I'm trying to get better at that. That's what I did here. My timing was way off. I should have bought up to where it's at right now. I should have sold up to where it's at right now. In my man, those buyers are fighting. They are really fighting. And those fucking buyers are fighting their ass off, dude. I certainly got stuck in that motherfucker. Overall, a successful trade. I've resisted doubling down. I'm holding without freaking out. When I did move my stop loss, it was tightening it, not opening it. I'm just sitting back and chilling. I'll let what happens. What I was thinking of is another one of these right here, but my timing is way off. I got in down here when I should have gotten in down here, up here somewhere, to be more precise. I still think we're good though. It's just it's gonna have to play off a little bit before it gets back down to me. See, I'm resisting doubling down right there. I want to add another contracts right there, and I'm just not doing it. I'm not doing it. It's doing what I was hoping it was going to do. What I was thinking it was going to do. It just took a much longer time to do it. It's not fully committed yet either. And I'm wanting to double down right there so bad. But I'm not doing it. Because I'm already in a bad spot. And I don't want to compound the potential for loss. I'm going to take whatever happens and accept it. I need to learn how to hold trades longer anyway. I got a stop loss. It's not going to blow me out. We're not in the money yet, but we're almost there. I'm gonna try to manage this one. If it gets me in the money, there's no guarantee that that's gonna happen. It appears that that may happen, but we're gonna take whatever happens, happens. We're gonna manage it, we're gonna act accordingly. You need water, don't you? You need water, don't you? Alright, we're back. My dog was demanding some attention. My dog. My dog. I'm just chilling. We're gonna take whatever happens. Just gonna take it. The typical me would have cut that loss when it came back down to me like that did. But you know what? I want to see what happens here. If I lose, it'll be $400. Maybe some slippage. This is good training for me. Chances are it's going to reach right up just enough to take my stop loss and laugh at me. It's going to be like, ha 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 ha.
Order.
There it is. What'd I tell you? $360 loss. I'm alright with it. We're going to do something here. We're in up to 5 contracts. I'm just chilling, just relaxing. Loss is part of trading. If you can't deal with loss, you will never, ever be a profitable trader. Really good trading day altogether.
Order filled. Order filled.
$52 trade.
Order filled. Order filled.
That was only $22, but I'll take it all day long. You gotta wait, okay? I'm in the middle of something. Really locked into price action?
Order filled. Order filled.
$37 trade. Okay. Alright, my dog is being like crazy and wants to go outside. Give me a minute. I'm not liking this fucking music anyway. Let's switch up the music. Let's do a little bit of... I shall return. Man, I'm right at... Dude, you know what? You're gonna have to hang on a second, dog. We up to 5 contracts from 3. A minute ago.
Order filled.
Holding. 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 This is going to be a potentially good move.
Order.
I only got 12 bucks out of that. Alright, I'm going to take my dog out. Oh, she's chilled out. She's chilled out, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to work my way out of this hole and then stop trading this account. And it's heavy. It's heavy. Yeah, it's fucking heavy. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Order filled. Order filled.
$35. It's a scalper. When I try to hold them longer is when I get my shit eaten up. It's a work in progress. I narrow my stop loss way down so I can take hits without being so far in the hole. I got to work for 6 hours to get out of it. Learning to be tighter with my method of trading.
Order filled. Order filled.
$10. I'll take it. It's only 10 o'clock. Just chilling.
Order filled. Order filled.
$100 trade. All right, I'm just gonna chill. Just gonna chill. Just chilling, relaxing, watching, waiting. Show me, don't tell me.
Order filled. Order filled.
1750.
Order filled. Order filled.
$50 trade. Woosah, taking a breath, taking a breath, taking a breath, relaxing, taking a breath. Not gonna chase it. Not gonna chase it. I think, all right, I'm starting to, I think this move it may be exhausted. I'm going to chill. I've made money off of this move 3 or 4 times. I'm just going to chill. It's going to have to break. Right. I'm not taking it. I wanted to take it right there. Not doing it.
Order filled.
Holding. 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 I'm not doing it. Not doubling down. Just going to hold. Just going to hold this. Not doubling down. I got a mental bust out. I got a mental breakout here. I'm not gonna, nah, I'm resisting doubling in. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. That's my mark.
Order filled.
And that's my mark to get back in. Gonna hold this one. Gonna hold it. I'm holding this. Holding. Resisting, doubling in. Resisting it. Resisting it. Resistant, doubling in. Son of a bitch. Way over trading today. That's what I was waiting for. Come on, baby. Come on. Show me what you're made of. I think she's heavy. That's what I'm looking for right there. Come on. Holding. 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 I think it's heavy. We just got to hold for a second. Not too soon, not too soon, not too soon. Not too soon. Hold. Eyes on the money. Eyes on the money.
Order filled.
$130 trade. All right, gonna take a breath. Trading calisthenics, baby. Trading calisthenics. Now I'm going to need to see it break through. I need to see it break through here. I want to see it break through this right here. Preferably through this right here. All right, relaxing. A little bit more work to do. I'm starting to think I might have another short coming up. I was doing something else, so I didn't take the damn thing. I'm
Order
getting in.
filled.
I'm getting in. I'm in. Holding. 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 Might have just got cut. But I'm not panicking. I'm just going to hold. Holding. I'm working on holding. Want the bigger
Order
pieces?
filled.
$55. I'll take it. It's playing around with, dude, this music's got to go. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. If I'm going to do that, let's go here. I'm not convinced. I'm starting to be convinced. It's dipping down into that run zone, picking up orders, picking up. I'm not convinced the move is committed down, though. I'm starting to think we're collecting orders for a move up. I'm not doing it. I'm not convinced. I want to do it, but I'm not convinced. We're just going to lollygag there on that for a little bit. We did the same thing here. Lollygag. A little less lollygag. Lots of lollygag. Still think it's a short, but I'm waiting for it.
Order filled. Order filled.
$42.50. I'm not convinced yet. We're still lollygagging there, soaking up orders. See how we lollygagged right here all this time? Lollygag, 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 Lollygag. It's like a pig rolling around. It's like a big old hog rolling around in his mud pit right there, trying to pick up as much mud as he can possibly pick up before he changes mud pits. All right, we might be starting to get committed. I'm in.
Order filled.
Resisting, doubling down.
Order filled.
Ah, took a hit. Took a $5 hit. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Taking a breath, taking a breath, taking a breath. All right, I'm gonna wait a minute. Got a little bit more work I want to do. Starting to get tight there. As much as I want to take a short there, and I may still do it on the next good pullback. Right there.
Order filled. Order filled.
37.50. With only $36.46 with $36.46 in the hole. All right, now I'm starting to get. I'm going to hold for a second. I'm just going to relax. I'm not going to chase that. I already made my money on that move a couple times. We're getting back down to the gap. Remember me telling you it was probably going to come back down to the gap? That second block down there, that second green block is the gap.
Where the trees are endless. Forest type.
I need to see a little bit of a green. I need to see a little bit of a pullback on the 3 minute, right here. I need to see a little bit of a pullback. Reach back up into the zone, maybe.
Is made for the queen.
I don't want to chase it, and I feel like I'd be chasing it right now.
Gather in circles.
Might be getting that pullback right now. We still got a minute, 30 seconds in that 3 minute candle.
The religion houses dark spirits. A comet falls deep into darkness. Stones. Rise in circles.
I want to get into it right now, but I just know.
Where drums roar.
No. We got to see what it's going to do at that next level there. It's banging on. I got to see what it's going to do right here.
Whispers
Look at this right here. Lollygag. Lollygag. Not so much lollygag as here, though. Chances are we may be coming back down into this lollygag zone. I need a pullback here if I'm going to do that. Give me something to hold on to, a little bit of a ledge to hold on to. Might be starting to get a pullback here. I don't like that fucking wick on the bottom of that 3-minute candle. Wick on the bottom of the 1-minute candle too. We might be getting that pullback now. There it is. Show me, don't tell me though. There we go. Come on, reach on up there. We need good pullback. Not yet. Not yet. Go.
Order filled.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Might have got tagged here. Might have got in a little too early. Yeah, this might have been a bad spot. Might have been a bad fucking spot. I was playing with it at the fucking bottom. I might have got tagged here. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I got tagged.
Order filled.
Son of a bitch. Right back in the pit. Motherfucker, dude. I'm in.
Order filled.
Resisting, doubling down. Resisting it. I'm going to hold this. I'm trying to get bigger pieces. I'm trying to work to get bigger pieces.
Order filled.
I'll take that $200. $210. I'm working to get bigger pieces of with the smaller contract size. I'm very much on the edge of overtrading this account. We're in a very interesting spot right here. Taking a breath. Taking a breath. Taking a breath. Waiting for something to hold on to. Going.
Order filled. Order filled.
67.50. Working for it today, baby. Working for it. Working for it. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Waiting for something to hold on to. Yeah, I don't like it. Bad as I want to take it, I don't like it yet. The gap is practically filled right now. I want to take it, but I'm not doing it yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait for a good pullback on that 3-minute candle. Boy, we're putting in the recording today, aren't we? Let me check my all right, we're good. We're getting close to not being good, but we're okay. I got 56 gigs left, still in the blue. We're 4 hours in today. All right, we're starting to get the pullback on that 3-minute candle. I really want to see a decent pullback. Maybe back up to the top of the gap entry. This is a perfect tune for trading right here. That's a fuck you, I'm gonna kill your whole goddamn tribe. Rape all your fucking women. Yeah, I don't like it yet. I am not convinced. Starting to think about it. Just a little bit. Show me, don't tell me. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. Taking a breath, breathing. That's more like it. Show me a little bit more pullback up in there. That's what I want to see, is a really good pullback. $16 more seconds, that 3-minute candle's going to change. Watching that internal price action. New candle in 3 seconds. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Taking it.
Order filled. Order.
Oh, I took a $20 hit. That was a $22 hit, I think. Or is that a $52 hit? That was a $52 hit. My timing was way off on that. All right, we're starting to get real interesting here. I think what I'm going to do here, give me something to hold on to, and I'm going to take it and hold it.
Filled.
Yeah, I'm going to hold this.
Order filled.
$102 trade. Give me something to hold on to. Give me something to hold on to. Give me something to hold on to. Come on, give me something to hold on to. Give me something to hold on to. Not till it gives me something to hold on to. Right there.
Order filled. Order filled.
Woo! $70 trade. $40 in the hole. Waiting for it. Waiting for it. Not chasing it. Gotta have something to hold on to. Don't fuck with me. Show me. Don't tell me. Show me. Don't tell me. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. We got a wick on the bottom of that candle. I'm not getting in there just yet. Not yet. That's my cue.
Order filled.
We're all right. We're okay.
Order filled.
Boom. We're back in the money. I'm fucking done. Locking it out. Today was a hard fucking trading day, but it was a great trading day. Woo! Woo! Rub my nipples. I'm gonna rub my nipples. Woo! I love this shit, dude. All right, we're gonna take a good break. I'm gonna come back in for Power Hour and do another recording. Since this recording is already 4 hours long, man, I'm gonna walk it off for a little bit. I'm gonna come back Power Hour for anywhere from noon to 3 or 1 to 3, and I'm gonna trade my copy trading accounts. Let's go over P&L real quick. Sometimes you just gotta work for it, motherfuckers. I was on the verge of over trading on this motherfucking account for sure. All right. 40 motherfucking trades today. 40 trades. 75% win rate. Overall 73%, 72.7% out of a total of 326 trades. We fought our ass off in this one, man. We're coming back to live another day. Overall, we're $319.38 above line in this account. This is, we fucking went down, came up, boom. We were almost coming back down here. We worked our way back in. We broke even. And that's what we're doing. We're staying there for right now because we were really over trading it. Look at 40 motherfucking trades. All right, but we live to fight another day. It's about right here. It's about controlling. Everybody's got their eyes on the money when they first come in, and that's understandable in the way society is. But you're controlling these, and this just happens when you control these, and these are just part. Loss is part of it. It's controlled explosion, like a rocket going to the fucking Mars, man. You got to control the explosion out of the back of the rocket to get the fucking force forward. Same thing. Look at all that money. That's where I started today. Put myself in a hole. So we come back from a hole twice. Boom, look at this. Boom. Yeah, baby. That's beautiful. Fucking beautiful. All right. Let's get back to Yabbersmack here. Yabbersmack Holdings, you professional fucking cave troll. You need thousands of hours of screen time before you can pull off what I just pulled off. I'm not trying to brag. I'm trying to keep you from fucking losing all your money. I can't tell you how many people you got to be careful even talking with people because they'll fucking take what you say and they'll run off and think they're going to make money and they'll fucking tank their account. You know, this is not financial advice. I am not a professional. I'm a guy who enjoys what he's doing. He's got thousands of hours of screen time, and I've figured it out as best as I can, and anything can happen. Fuck the time clock, motherfuckers.